Hello, Krishna. I'm so excited and thank you so much for doing this with me today. I really appreciate you being a member of my Limitless Abundance Life Coaching community and Shaktipat 90 Days to Awaken in New community. And I'm super happy that you decided to share your results and all the awesome things that are happening in your world today. So, without further ado, thank you so much for being here and welcome.
Thank you very much, Nancy.
You're welcome. So, Krishna, please tell me, where were you? Why did you decide to join Limitless? Why did you decide to join Shaktipat? Where were
Yeah,
you
sure.
before that?
Yeah, definitely. To give a little bit of a context, so I'm a startup
Please.
CEO. I
Yeah,
work from home for the
yeah.
past, I think, 5 to 6 years. I've been working from home since COVID, and my teams are all remote. And I'm sitting in my, den and work with
Love
my
that.
teams from the morning. Yeah, it's around 5, 6 a.m. in the morning, and then my teams are in Vietnam, Europe. So that's my lifestyle,
Yes.
and also I haven't seen any progress in
Yeah,
regards to my company, although I've
yeah.
grown in my career, but
Mhm.
financially I haven't had any success, be it on on my personal side or be it on the career side, and that's been pulling me down. And
Yeah,
last year I had one of my uh, I think college mates from bachelor's. So he reached
yeah.
out to me, or I reached out to him rather. I saw
Right,
that he's doing something with life coaching, and
right,
I just checked with him how he's doing and what does it mean? What do you do?
right.
Because I'm somebody who wants to try out different things, and I know
Nice.
my issues, and I
Yeah.
always wanted to try my best to improve myself
Yes.
and wanted to be
Yes.
consistent. Although my pattern is I try something and then go to the next shiny object. That's how I do.
Mine
I
too,
just
it
check with,
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I checked with this guy, and I thought, I mean, he said, he can help me, increase my career, I mean, revenue, and then my personal money side. He will help me with that. I did see some changes, but it didn't work out. Long story short, I worked with him for 6 months. I've seen few improvements here and there, but the primary thing is he wanted me to focus just on career,
Mm.
and it's good. But then I'm losing out on my relationships with my kids and my wife and other things. And ultimately, I realized, I can't be successful if I carry over this baggage. I got to be successful in my
All
relationship
areas of
and
life.
then, career and then other things. And
Yeah.
then, and then there was this period where 1 month I didn't not do anything. I just completely stopped whatever he taught me because I felt cheated. And
Yeah.
I just don't want to completely erase everything that he taught me and then was looking for something better.
Yeah.
That's when I found you and through one of the networks, and I reached out to you, and you do exactly what I was looking for, and then you have a very good community where you hold me
Right.
accountable, and then you have
Yeah.
this close community without too much baggage, where I can
Yes.
ask you, I can reach out to you whenever I needed some help, and then you are very critical if you need to be, because I mean I have this pattern where I need somebody to course correct me.
Yeah.
If I don't, then I'll steer across, and then either we'll be checked out, I feel like a victim, I lose my confidence, and then you would make sure you reach out to me on my WhatsApp or, hey, what's going
Yeah.
on? Why didn't you respond? That's holding
Right.
me accountable. I wouldn't say
Yes.
it's going extraordinary, but definitely there is somebody I can lean forward to and then correct me, improve.
Right.
But obviously you have a lot of techniques you could share.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
Thank you. So, you mentioned a lot, and I really appreciate that. So, tell me, in one of the things that you do as a part of this whole life coaching community and being in the life coaching, uh, we are big on healing. We're big
Mhm,
on learning emotional intelligence. We're big on releasing past data and all the things. So,
mhm.
how has joining Shakti Path, which is like a segment of our life coaching community, where we teach advanced manifesting and advanced healing courses. How has daily healing helped you, or how has being in the Shakti Path community helped you?
One thing is to realize where we are right now, what are our emotional patterns. So, I mean, I didn't even know about those, right? So, if I don't know how I'm feeling, sometimes if my wife or kids like, ask me, why are you in this bad, grumpy mood? I don't know.
Right,
I just don't know.
right, right, right.
And with this community, it's not an easy thing, right? It took me like a month or two to understand the vocabulary, the
Yeah,
emotions. The first thing is to
yeah,
list out all the emotions I'm going through. So be
yes,
it, rejected, felt cheated, or those things. So identify what are the negative emotions, at least put it on the
Right.
paper.
So, can you name a few for
Mhm.
people so they can relate to what are your emotional patterns and what were your habits when you first started with me before you even realized all that?
Yeah, definitely cheated, victim mentality, lack of trust, lack of confidence, felt betrayed. Why am I failing? And then, yeah, and the lack of
Right.
love, yeah,
Right.
things like that.
Yeah.
Those
Awesome.
to name a few. Yeah.
I say awesome because now I know that you have the vocabulary and now you know how
Yeah.
to shift it. Now you know how to change it. So
Mhm.
doing all this work and doing all this daily practices, how has that shifted your HRCM, which is your health, your relationship, your career, your business, and your money? Give me a few
Yeah,
things
definitely.
that you have
So,
done.
um, one thing I would like to point out that I've been trying to
Yes,
do
please.
meditation since at least 5 years.
Yeah.
Like I said, I
I
go for the
still
next
remember
10
our
yards,
first
just, yeah,
conversation where you were like,
yeah,
I've tried meditating, I don't meditate.
I
And I'm
couldn't do
like,
it. I couldn't
okay.
do it. Yeah. So I tried, in fact, I used to make fun of my mom all these years for
Yeah.
20, 30
Yeah.
years. Hey, you do meditation, you have this cult. Oh, now I realize when you have to go through the pain, then you'll understand you need the mental peace, right?
That.
So,
Thank you. That
um,
is huge. I need to double click on that. Like, this is all
yeah,
I'm trying to tell people. Yes, 100%.
exactly. So, yeah, with this community, sure. So one is, you have this accountability group where every day, every 3 hours, I'm always on WhatsApp. I don't have an excuse. When I check a message, there's this notification. I go there. Somebody else would have said, how do they feel? So, sure, I would. Um, Obviously, you wanted me to be truthful. Don't sugarcoat and say I'm happy for
Self
everything when
aware.
you're not.
Yes.
Exactly. So,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
you've made sure, based on my emotional pattern, what do I want to achieve? I want to be happy, be loved,
Yeah.
and then,
Yeah.
confidence, excitement, motivation, and a few other things, right? So, and
Yeah.
you forced me, rather you supported me to, rewire
Thank
those.
you.
And
I
then,
like that word better.
yeah, yeah. So where is it? Why is it missing? So, oh yeah, where is excitement? You mentioned it last week. That, and then, since just accountability, because of the other peers we have,
Hmm.
obviously I will make sure, okay, I'll be truthful to what I
Yes.
feel. And if they're missing
Yes.
emotion, one of our community members would remind me, including yourself. And
Yes.
if yeah, there are times when I felt good in other areas, whereas I don't feel good when it comes to money aspect or career aspect. I feel low because of somebody,
Mm.
victim mentality. And one of other members would say, hey, you're doing your best, and then you can do this. And then there are tips that you would share, right? So,
Yeah.
okay, today
Yeah.
I feel cheated or victim mentality. You have a recommendation. Search for the video in the advanced HPP 90-day program. And then I
Yeah.
bookmarked it. Some of them I do listen to it, and then I take a short afternoon nap, and then it will
Yes.
definitely clear because I don't know what I was listening. I'm just completely dozed off, and then when I wake up, I'm in a different mood.
Because
That
it
kind of helped me
rewires and
out.
reprograms your
Hmm.
subconscious mind, and you wake up with a very different energy, feeling differently
Yeah,
because manifestation is we attract not what we want, but more of who we are, our emotional
exactly.
patterns, our thought patterns, our belief frequency, our action frequency. So we
Hmm.
attract the same thing, even though we want different things. If we haven't cleansed and cleared, we keep attracting the same thing.
Hmm.
So thank you for sharing that.
And
And one of
then,
the things that I wanted to
yeah,
mention was about meditation. Like people have this preconceived notion of what meditation is, and you do this now every day religiously.
yeah.
And when you don't do it, what are some of the things that happens?
When I don't do this, I go into this daily uh, grinding, right? So I wake up, I get onto a call, and then I don't have time for myself. So I don't. There is no personal space between my the things that I wanted to do for my mental clarity. Because
Yeah,
just because that I will get up early and then get on a call with my team is not going to make me productive. The last
that
1 month, I would say at least 3 to 4 weeks, what changed is I wake up early at 5. And
yeah,
instead of directly getting onto your phone, I listen to the daily affirmations, number one. I do the breathing exercise, the
yeah.
Bhastrika and other breathing exercise. So 7 minutes there, 10 minutes with the breathing exercise. And then I started to do 5 to 10 minutes quick Ho'oponopono meditation or, play some nice healing music and I lie
Yes,
down and just take it
yes,
easy. Just
yes.
be mindful of your breathing. And
Yeah,
few
yeah.
changes definitely I noticed because my allergies are in control. If
Yeah.
I just
What? That's
get up, yeah,
awesome.
yeah, because
I know
if I
you
get during,
you used to
yeah,
mention you had a lot of allergies. Yes.
yeah, I've noticed it because even during spring, like April, it was terrible season, allergy season,
Yes.
and I had to
Yes.
take
Yes.
Claritin. If I take Claritin, then I have brain fog, and throughout the
Yes.
entire day, I'll be like, I don't know what I'm doing. So that's my usual
Right.
thing. But if I could take 10 minutes break and just lie down, don't do anything, listen to some peaceful music, and then follow your breath, I think that did help multiple times. I
That's
just that I
awesome.
need to carve out some time in my
Yes.
busy
Yes.
schedule to do it.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And that definitely helped. So, and then I didn't even take a spray, didn't take a tablet, didn't
That's
top in a
awesome.
tablet. Wow, it did work.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. So tell me what changed in your money and career and relationships.
So on money, I'll take money. So a very good example. So I was trying to sell a property in India
Yeah.
uh, for over 11
Yeah.
years. So I bought it back in 2014.
Wow.
Basically,
I didn't know it was 11
yeah,
years. Yeah.
11
Yeah.
years. So 2014, I bought a property. We
Mm,
paid three times the price of that property. And
mm,
then
mm,
basically we were cheated.
mm,
And last 5 years, I think since 2018, I've been trying to sell this property left and right.
mm,
I couldn't get
mm,
anybody to show any interest. And
mm,
finally, I think Jan or Feb, we got someone to put in an offer.
mm,
That was before I joined your community,
mm,
about the same
mm,
time
mm,
or joined before. So
mm,
someone placed
mm,
an
mm,
offer, and there was a 3 month period to do the due diligence.
mm,
And
mm,
I think about April first week, he backed off. Basically said, no, this property does not have, you don't have approval to sell this
mm,
property. You need to get an approval from the government. You have to pay a lot of money. And he basically
mm,
backed off. We still have on
mm,
that 90-day period, but he backed off. My
mm,
usual pattern would be like, I freak out. What the hell has happened? Why am I going through
mm,
the same
mm,
thing
mm,
again? But this time,
mm.
I completely let go of all my connections. I don't care. If it happens, if
Yes.
it happens. So
That surrender is
it's
a big
okay.
thing. Not everybody,
Yeah,
it's something you have to
exactly.
learn. Yeah.
So I completely let go of that. And the buyer came back and he purchased the property and closed. I mean, it got delayed by 2 weeks, but
Yes.
we ended up closing it.
Yeah. 2 weeks
Sure, I
versus
did.
11 years, I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I could wait. I waited this long, right? So main thing
Yeah.
is I don't have attachments, so I don't worry about
Mm,
that anymore. And same thing with real estate.
mm,
So I invested
mm,
heavily on real estate. I lost a lot of
mm,
money.
mm, mm.
And my usual pattern is if the tenants would not pay pay the rents, I would be like, what's going on? I'll pay my property management company, and it's the same thing. It drains my energy out. I can't focus on my
Yeah.
work, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
throw this show this anger on my wife and kids. I'm like,
Right.
okay, it's fine. What's the worst that could happen? So it's fine.
Right.
They're doing their job. Let me follow up. That's the best I could do. And then I
Yes.
ended up getting the
That's
full money
huge.
from one of the tenants for 4 months. He hasn't paid for 4 months. This is the second time he's going through eviction. I got the full money back. And then another tenant, another property, she didn't pay for 3 months and she was on eviction again. She paid the whole rent. So that's on the
Wow, that is
money side.
huge.
Hmm.
I love that. So that is huge.
Yeah.
Like your frequency changed and you started all this attracting money that was held up for years or
Hmm.
months and it just started flowing to you because now you were living life in alignment versus,
Yeah.
all the patterns that you were living in.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
changed in your relationships?
Relationship, I still have a long way to go, but main thing is with my elder one,
Hmm.
I got two daughters,
Hmm.
and this first thing, self-realization is not there. I know I try to be good to them, but then because of
Hmm.
my other things that's running in my mind, I don't spend quality time with them, number one.
Hmm. Hmm.
And then I yell at them, etc.
Hmm.
Now, with my elder one, I had a lot of fights with her, right? And if I fight with
Hmm.
her, I
Hmm.
have issues with my little one and then my wife. It just
Hmm.
goes in this endless loop.
Right.
So last 2 months, I've changed. I mean, I had multiple discussions with you of how to deal with kids. I mean,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
11-year-old
yeah.
now
Because
she's
these are
12.
life skills that we need to learn, and nobody gives. It's like we go to school to learn all these skills, and then we get good at it, and we get a job, and we get paid for it. These are life
Yeah,
skills. Nobody teaches us these life skills on how to handle
yeah.
and have good relationships.
Hmm. So with my elder one, I still have to improve, but my fights with her almost, got reduced by 50%, even more. Now I don't
Yes,
fight with her anymore. I mean, that much to the point where
yes,
like pulling each other's hair. And then I know what I'm doing. First of all, I know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
doing. Where
yeah,
is that I'm doing a mistake, and how do I correct is the second thing. But at least I know where I am,
yes,
and I don't mind saying sorry to her. And then even
right, right.
reaction pattern has reduced a bit, so I don't react.
That's
If
awesome.
she says something, I'll keep quiet. One time she threw, a wet t-shirt on me, on my face right here. My
Mm-hmm.
usual pattern would be I would have yelled at her, cussed her. I don't think I would have ever hit her, but at least I would have
Yeah,
done something.
yeah,
What the hell? Has I
yeah.
banged the door or anything? I didn't do anything. I just went to my room.
Wow. See?
That was a
Huge.
big change.
See,
What did I
emotional
just do?
intelligence.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did I just do? Yeah.
Wow.
And
That
yeah,
it's
then I
always
don't,
it's the
yeah, I want to be an
meditation.
example. Exactly. I want to
With
be an example to her. If I do something, she'll learn from it. It is just going to escalate.
100%.
So that's
100%.
one. And even with my wife, I have a long way to go, but I'm trying my best to.
In life limitless abundance, I promise 10 years worth of success in 1 year. You just joined. It's been 2 months. So don't
Yeah.
expect like decades worth of change in one day, but
Yeah.
these are huge change and steps forward, which is what I
Yeah.
feel so excited about. Because again, the
Hmm.
whole idea is to make small changes and lifelong changes
Yeah.
and
Changes.
deal
Yeah.
with the root cause of issues as opposed to, these temporary changes. And then like this is in my community, one of the biggest things that I'm very big on is life mindset change, meditation, and manifestation. It's like
Hmm.
all three together, as opposed
Hmm.
to doing one and not doing the other. It's
Yeah.
it's all in
Okay.
alignment. Yeah.
Hmm.
So what changed with
Yeah.
your wife?
Um, Usually I go in this blame mode where I blame my wife and
Mhm.
why is she not doing this? Why is she like this and etc. That would be my victim mentality and blaming
Yeah, yeah,
mode. And
yeah, yeah.
after a long session with you, okay, so what could I do different? So instead of just putting it on
Yes,
her, you have
yes.
to look from inside. Then that perception
That's
has changed. That
nice.
definitely did help. I would say, yeah,
Yeah,
50% sure. I still have
yeah.
some more long way to
It's
go, but
okay. We're gonna keep
it is
working on
improving.
it. Now this is a
Yeah, it is
lifetime thing. You're stuck with me for a lifetime. So
yeah,
as long as you're around, I'm around, you know where to find me. But this is
yeah.
huge. Like she's so much happier because you are showing up as your highest version and you're not expecting
Mhm.
her to change, but when you change, she changes.
Exactly. That's one. And then one small instance, last week I
Yeah.
booked, like we went to a restaurant.
Yeah.
Usually I never have any patience or drive to do something so that we can go out. But I threw a surprise. I sent a calendar invite to my wife and
Yeah.
took the kids on Friday. And
Yeah.
she's in a state of shock. What is this? Who asked you to do it? Why did
Who
you?
is this?
Oh,
Is this my
yeah, that's
husband?
a small instance. So I'm doing it. So I think I have to uh,
Awesome.
make sure to take the kids and wife outside. And it's not
Yeah.
always coming from the other way. You have to reciprocate.
Yes.
That's something I
Yes.
started doing.
That is huge because in relationships, it is about reciprocity. It's not just one
Mhm.
person doing all the work. It's also,
Yeah.
but one of the beautiful things is like I've seen so much improvement in you and how you show up to life and how you take care
Mhm.
of you
Oh, yeah.
and then pour from that as opposed to just taking care of everybody else and then, everything is distraught because you are pouring from an empty cup.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much for sharing this. Do you and why would you recommend to others that they join Shakti Path or Life Limitless Abundance for those people who
Definitely.
may have
Yeah. For
questions or maybe
those,
on the
yeah.
edge?
Sure. I think many of them, they do have a realization that they tried everything and then they did not see any success and they wanted to go to the next, in my case, I'll take in one example, simple example.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I do read books. I hated books. When someone,
yeah,
6 years ago, he bought a book for me. And then since then, I
yeah,
started this habit of reading books in a hard way. Sure, let's
yeah, yeah,
just try
yeah.
reading it. And then if I go to my YouTube channel, I have a lot of manifestation stuff, meditation stuff, exercise stuff, but I don't
Mhm,
do anything.
mhm,
I watch this
mm,
video, halfway through, I jump onto the next one. So
yeah.
if somebody is looking for a way to change in all areas of their life, health,
Mhm,
career, relationship, and money, and they want an accountability and they want a community where each you have support from each other. I
mhm.
think that then I would recommend your company to join
Thank you.
Shaktipat. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hmm.
Because and what happens in the time, like what would have happened, what would still be happening if you wouldn't have joined?
I'll be doing the same thing. I'll be.
How much would it cost you, right?
Oh man, yeah, thoughts. Yeah, sure. One more than anything is the mental thoughts, right? So, thing that
Mhm.
the self-loathing. Oh, why am I doing this? And then I yell at my kid, and then I'll be upset for 2 days, 3 days, and this
Hmm.
same thing with my wife. I mean, that's an emotional thing. There's no way to measure how much would it have costed. It definitely would cost a lot. And it's my
Priceless,
career too.
I say, but
Exactly.
sometimes in terms of
Yeah.
emotional work or creating a dream life or creating a balanced life, it's hard to measure, but most people don't take actions because it is hard
Hmm.
to measure. So
Exactly. How to
I want to get clear on what agony did it save you? What did it cost you? What would it cost you if you wouldn't have joined this program, if you wouldn't have this level of consistency and accountability?
um cost as in by dollar amount, or I mean, emotionally. I mean, yeah, there's so much like lack of
Yeah.
peace, and I mean, self-loathing, as I said, like, oh, why am I doing this? And I'm just in the house, but I don't even hug my kids, right? They
That.
just go to school. It's so robotic, and everybody is in their own world. But now I make sure that, every day I do this.
Oh,
So wake
yes.
wake up in the morning, hug my wife, say I love you to my
That.
kids. I don't do that. Now I have all these post-its where I write down my emotions,
Yes.
what I want to do, and
Good.
what I don't want to do. Yeah.
Very good. Because that is the first start. That is the beginning of everything. So thank you so
Mhm.
much for being here, for sharing your journey. And all of you that watch this, please let us know in the comments if there was any questions. If you have, I always come back and answer your questions. And if you're on the fence about joining us, I would definitely recommend, if you are really looking to take a first step forward, I would definitely invite you to join our 90-day Shakti Path program, which is a 90-day to awaken a new you program. It's like an advanced healing tools, advanced manifestation tools that I teach, people like Krishna and thousands of other members in our community. And I would love to teach you too and invite you to be a part of it. And please join. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you, Krishna,
Thanks,
for
Nitya.
joining, and thank you for your time. I truly appreciate you being in our
Thank you very
Limitless
much.
community and our Shakti Path community. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Of course. Bye.